call me pressure. I'm with that pressure. You people playing, but come get this pressure. Now y'all be looking at me, but you can't see me. You wanna cop my style? Girl, this ain't TV ad. I got that pressure. I'm with that pressure. I got that pressure. 10 toes down. I'm with that business. Big CEO bound. I'm in the city. They call me pressure. I'm with that pressure. You people playing, but come get this pressure. Now y'all be looking at me, but you can't see me. You wanna cop my style? Girl, this ain't TV ad. I got that pressure. I'm with that pressure. I got that pressure. 10 toes down. I'm with that business. Big CEO bound. I'm in the city.
Make sure you're tuning in on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time with Felicia's Madcap Podcast, where making a difference can apply pressure. Now interviewing artists, business owners, survivors, and highlighting our kids while providing updates on community issues. Follow me, DJ Pressure, on Felicia's Madcap Podcast on all your social media platforms. Hey guys, I am your host, DJ Pressure, with Felicia's Madcap Podcast, where making a difference can apply pressure. And as y'all can see to my right, to y'all left, I got Mr. JLake, y'all, in the building. Hey.
What's going on? What's going on? You all right?
We're doing good over here. Honored to have you on the show. So let me just go ahead and knock it right on out, y'all. Who is JLake? Okay. JLake is an American artist, songwriter, producer, and entrepreneur whose music bridges generations through authentic storytelling and timeless sound. He has earned multiple performance opportunities, sharing stages and openings for some of the most respected names in the music industry. JLake's music speaks directly to real life, real love, and genuine human experiences. Rooted in gospel, R&B, and blues traditions, his sound blends soulful melodies, heartfelt lyrics, and grown folk grooves that resonate deeply in listeners across audiences and cultures. Known for his consistency and artistic integrity, JLake continued to build momentum as a respected voice in today's music industry. His music has received national radio exposure on platforms including the Steve Harvey Morning Show, the Cheryl Underwood Show, and other major outlets. His Southern Soul hit single Party has top charts in multiple countries, further establishing his global reach. JLake.
What's going on?
Man. Did I do a good job introducing?
You did a great job. You did a great job. Appreciate that.
No problem. Listen, y'all, before we even get started, we're going to go ahead and knock it out with introducing his song Party, just so y'all can understand how hard this man goes.
I want to party.
I want to do it one time for Southern Soul.
Casino.
JL.
We can run to the country.
You know it's Friday.
As long
I just
as
got
we
paid.
are having fun.
And I'm ready to have a good time.
Yeah, it's Friday. Stand up, about to run by the store. Get a 12-pack of that Coke, Michelob. Gotta run home, take a shower, put on some clothes.
Yeah, I gotta get fresh so I can step out.
Put on my best cologne, check the mirror, and hit the door. You know what? I think I wanna party.
All right, JLake, we didn't introduce you with your bio and your song. Let's get started. Tell us a little bit about you and your upbringing.
Well, yeah, for sure. My name is JLake. You know, I'm from a small town called Bolivar, Tennessee. Raised in the church. You know, I've been in church all of my life. Man, I was a drummer, musician at church. Man, I've been singing, doing this thing my whole life. My mom sing, my brother sing. A lot of people in my family sing, and
Mhm.
you know, I ended up playing drums. I didn't at that time. I didn't know I could sing, but my family pushed me to sing, and next thing you know, I ended up, you know, doing it too, and just pursuing music for a long time, and now we here. You know what I'm saying?
So let's just break that down, because I know you kind of put it all in a nutshell. So let's talk about it. So coming up, early years. Now, when you were coming up, were mom and dad was in the household because they was married at the time, right?
Correct. Hmm.
At what age did your parents get a divorce?
Well, actually, my parents was divorced when they had me. I got three older brothers,
Uh-huh.
but by the time I was coming into the world, they had already kind of split. So I guess they were still kicking it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. Hard to let
So
a good thing go.
right. So they were still kicking it, and then they got me. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay,
I have a great mother, and I had a great father as well.
let's speak about let's kind of give your dad his flowers for a little bit. Now your dad did pass. Now, what year did you actually lose your dad?
My dad passed back in 2016.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So you were
so
about
I was, yeah. I'm 39 years old now, so I was in my 20s, you
hmm
know, and you know, when he passed. So I was living in Memphis, and then I moved back home to Bolivar, Tennessee, to take care of him up until his passing. So yeah,
now. Did
so
he have a diagnosis or something, or was
my
it?
dad, my dad, had high blood pressure. He had about three strokes. You know, my dad was a country boy, so you know what I'm saying. He would eat whatever he saw. You know what I'm saying. You know,
Right.
just really wasn't fully taking care of himself. You know what I'm saying. And so a lot of diabetics run on my dad's side of the family. So even me, I'm borderline. I had to take care of myself as well. So so my dad, he was very strong though. He had three strokes, the first two strokes, he made it through all right. The third one, you know, it kind of took him down through there. So then he left us in 2016.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, coming up, you said you're the baby, right?
Correct. Uh-huh.
Okay, so you have what two you have two older siblings, and so is that sister and brother or brother
They all of my siblings are boys.
boys?
And yeah. So yeah, they like 10 years and 15 years older than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
they was already 10 and 15, 12, you know, when I got here.
so you literally was the baby. Okay.
Right, right, right.
Okay, so now understanding your family dynamic, were you more like a mama's boy? Well, I don't want to say that in a bad
I've
way, but
always yeah, I've always been a mama's boy. I really believe in, really just because my brothers and them was, my brothers and them was growing up, you see what I'm saying? So it was for the most part it was just me and my mom, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
My oldest brother was just about grown, you know what I'm saying, when I got here. So they was, oldest brother got married early, like in his like 18, 19. He got married. He was gone, you know what I'm saying? And my next brother is right behind him. So it was me and my mom for the most part. And yeah, definitely a mama's boy. Some people be ashamed of it or they don't want to admit to it, but yeah, I've always been a mama's boy.
I mean,
Just
honey, you sound like my youngest son. He proud to say it. He even had me make a
yeah.
shirt saying he was a mama's boy.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
yeah, I think that's the thing now, to love on mama, and that's a good thing. So eh, knowing that you and your mom was real close and your mom is still living, how important is that to cherish that relationship between you and your mom, making sure she's okay?
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Like my mom, she sung, gospel, and was singing around like all over the place. She would take me with her and everything, and so my mom always wanted to record a record, and at her for her 70th birthday, I did a record. I put it in the studio, recorded a song on it, started playing it on the radio, and that was my gift to her. So
Um,
it's very important though, like to have a relationship. I feel like everybody should respect and have a great relationship with their parents. You know what I'm saying, especially mama. You know what I'm saying, because you only get one mama. You know, daddy is always great. It's great to have daddy. You know what I'm saying? We love daddy too, but it's something like a good mama. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we in the studio just finished a song talking about mama. So yeah, it's important. It's important.
All right. So knowing that you're working on a song talking about mama, are we gonna get to know the name of the song before we get done
Well,
with the interview?
it's actually Omar Cunningham's record.
Oh,
He just released a song called "Still My Mama."
oh,
So he's doing a remix with multiple Southern Soul artists on it right now. So
okay.
right before I got on this interview, I was just finishing my portion of the record. So yeah, so yeah, so
I think now I get what his surprise is. he said we about to
yeah,
he said we about to do something ain't never been done before early on social media. So I think
right,
I get it now. Yeah,
right,
that'll be
right.
dope. So let's talk about you. You're a married man now, just newlywed in October the 4th to be exact, y'all. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Beautiful couple, by the way. How is it growing up watching your mom and dad and what they've been through help you sharpen your experience and skills and knowledge as a man in your marriage?
Well, you know, I'm young, but I've always watched relationships. You know, like I said, my mom and daddy, they divorced before I got here. But my daddy was always around. He always was there for me. And I took a piece of that, you know what I'm saying? Just taking care of your kids, being a great, great father and stuff like that. But I've watched older people my entire life, especially people that's been married 30, 40 years, you know what I'm saying? Just watch how they treat each other. And I learned that even though like we newlyweds, I've learned that it's important to continue to like date your wife, date your spouse, keep the relationship fresh, you know what I'm saying? Because some people ain't nothing. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. But a lot of people, they sleep in different rooms. They don't want to deal with each other. I don't want to be that type of be in that type of marriage. You know what I'm saying? So I still want to date as if we just met. You know what I'm saying? In a relationship as far as my marriage. So So I watch and I speak to. Matter of fact, we was out checking out some perfume and cologne the other day, and I ran into this guy. Never met him a day in my life. We was having a conversation. He found out we had just got married. He'd been married 35 years, and he was giving me a lot of game, and that's the type of thing that I like to be around. Is people educating. You know what I'm saying? I like to either educate or be educated. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the type of person I am. I like to be around people that I can learn from. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So it's been definitely it's. I ain't gonna say it's been helping, but it's gonna definitely help. You know what I'm saying? The longevity in my marriage. You know what I'm saying? So
I think, and what I think you're getting at too, which you said it fine, but also to wrap it up for those who need to understand a little bit better, married people should be around married people if you want to have a successful marriage, because
absolutely.
you are who you hang around.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to destroy your marriage and by acting single, hang around a bunch of single people. That's just pretty much it.
Right.
So you guys have 2 kids that you gained by marriage, and it's a boy and a girl. What ages?
8 and 12.
Oh, Lord, y'all didn't even hit the teens.
Yeah.
The teens good yet. Okay.
Right.
So I know you're looking forward to just being such a great role model in their lives. So let's talk about your education. You've gone to school for business.
Mm-hmm.
How has going to school for business helped you with your business? Because you have it's Soul Inc. Music.
Yeah, it's Soul Link Music. Yeah, it's 2
Link
words. It's 2 words merged together. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So having that, and you've had that since 2011. Am I right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
How have you seen yourself grow since 2011 in your business?
Well, I feel like it's grown tremendously because, like I said, I started the company And I tried to, work with a couple of guys I grew up with. It was like trying to get them to work with me, and they was like, "Yeah,
Mhm.
let's do it." And they backed up; they wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? So I took the thing and did it myself. But when I started the company, I started doing like jingles and stuff for like Nissan, Mazda, like a lot of these dealerships and stuff, producing records for myself early on. I was just doing all of my own things, and then later on up until now, I've been able to produce. It's a production company, so I've been able to produce for multiple artists, multiple companies. You know what I'm saying? Doing promo stuff for people. So, and like I said, even when I was in college before getting a degree, I was always a researcher. I always look up stuff. Like I wanted to learn about the music business. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I just wanted to get educated on what the do's and don'ts, how this work, how this business work in the music industry. So I've been in the music business looking at stuff up way before being educated, about business, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it definitely helped the music career. But like I said, I've been in the corporate world too, you know what I'm saying? So, it's on both sides. It's been helping me on both sides. My company and also working in the corporate side of the, world as well. So yeah, it's been great.
What was the biggest challenge for you having a successful business?
Well, I've never had like a financial backing, you know what I'm saying? Like I've
Mhm.
always had to fund everything myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on not really asking people for nothing. Like, I just figured out myself and grind it out myself. So just knowing that everything you do, and that's another thing. That's why I learned. People asked me the other. Maya B asked me the other day. She's like, "How you know how to do it?" Because I do, like, I produce, I write, I engineer, I record, I
Mhm.
sing, I do my own flyers, I do my own promo videos. So she was like, "How you do?" But I was telling her, coming up, I didn't have, my mom was a single parent, so I didn't have the funds to go out here and pay all these people all of this money,
Yeah.
for stuff that I needed. So I had to figure it out myself. So yeah, just sitting down, just learning stuff, and now to be able to take, what I've learned and be able to use it in this industry now. You see what I'm saying? Because like I do work for a lot of people, a lot of people. It may be a promo video, it may be songwriting, it may be producing, but I work with a lot of artists and a lot of people in the music business. So it's been great. It's been great.
Well, while we're talking about artists, we're going to talk about the fact that you've shared the stage with people like Tank, Anthony Hamilton, Genuine, Keith Sweat, Life Jennings, Brian McKnight, Calvin Richardson, King George, Kelly Price, Avant, Urban Mystic, and so many more. Like the
Yeah,
list just goes on.
absolutely.
And the people that you've written for, Young Guy, LJ Echoes, Urban Mystic, West Love, those are really heavy hitters. Like I say that all the time because when these are people that can go live and it just and put a song out and it just goes away. Like I mean, like it goes up, and they don't have to. I mean, although they don't mind promoting their music, they know because of their fan base and
Right.
because of their history that they have no problem with selling a record or whatnot. But let's just talk about go back to you for a moment. What actually was the first thing that made you feel like you had the gift in writing?
Well, early on, people used to tell me in my family all the time, they was like, "Oh, you can sing, but your gift is writing." And then I'm gonna be honest, I tell people this all the time now. Early on, I didn't want to hear that because I just wanted to sing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I wanted to singer. Then I learned that you know, you're able to do some of these other things as well. Even though I was doing it, I didn't really realize that I was supposed to be, good at it. You know what I'm saying? Until people start reaching out, like, hey, I want you to write for me or do this for me. So yeah, like I said, like I wanted to be a singer. And
Mhm.
I'm still a singer. I want to be an artist. I'm still an artist. But now I've been doing a whole lot. I'm busy every day. You know what I'm saying? Writing, producing, and doing something for other artists all the time. So now I'm really walking into that. Now I don't want to be in a situation where people forget that I'm an artist. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't want people to forget that. You know what I'm saying? But I am working a lot now with writing. Matter of fact, me and 80, I mean, not about to say 803. Me and T the Wiz is the producer of Boots on the Ground. We're gonna be in the studio together for the next 4 days working on artists. You
Ooh.
know, so it's just, just staying busy, staying consistent. And I feel like now, I feel like people always respected me at
Mhm.
what I do, but it was like, sometimes you feel like people trying to hide you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I felt like for a long time, people tried to hide me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's finally became a situation where you no longer can hide me because I'm involved in so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm elevating every day. So
Now,
now I'm just now getting my just due.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was gonna ask you, do you really feel as if it's like as a hide, as in like they didn't want you to shine, or a hide as in they wanted to keep you to themselves?
Keep me to themselves. I've worked
Mm,
with artists. I have produced artists that intentionally like wouldn't let people know I did it because they didn't
mm,
want other artists running to me. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
But I'm the type of person where I'm not going to allow you to hide me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to sit here and work with one artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work with multiple artists. I had to feed my family. You know what I'm saying? I had to make sure my mom's straight. You know what I'm saying? So I got people that I have to take care of. Especially my wife. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so you're not gonna be able to hide me and put me on the shelf, and you call me up when you ready. I might, it's gonna be a situation where I might be working with somebody, and you're gonna have to wait till I get through with that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So yeah,
let us in your brain for a moment. When you're
okay.
writing, what is it like when you're writing? Are you putting together a picture? When you're writing your songs, putting together I don't know, some people could be putting together a movie, I don't know, but what are you doing when you're writing your songs? What's this like?
Well, it just depends on who I'm writing for. I don't like to just put a random song on random people. You know what I'm saying? So like if somebody called me and say, "Hey, I want you to write a record for me," I want to go and listen to previous music that you've been making, and see what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? I like to get to know you, to see what your life is about. You know what I'm saying? You may have been through some ups and downs in a situation. I need to know that. You know what I'm saying? And just write perfect records for the artist. For example, my brother Tavares is on here. Have you met Tavares? You know about Tavares?
I
In the
have not
amateur?
met Tavares. Hi, Tavares. I do
Yeah,
see
Tavares. Yeah, Tavares is an artist. He's a great singer, and him and his wife, they go viral all the time. They got a big platform on Facebook, and they talk about love. They're married. They talk about love and relationships all the time. They have a skincare line and everything. So when I met him, he wanted me to write something for him, and I took the situation with him and his wife. You know what I'm saying? They are a loving couple and they love each other. You know what I'm saying? So I wrote a song called "Love That Woman" because he
mm,
loved his wife. So that is just an example of how I try to put things together. Like I want to make a record that's relatable to the artist instead of just sticking a song, like let's just say a trail ride song on a R&B artist that don't fit. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
So just try to make sure that it makes sense. I did for myself. I don't just sing anything. I'm not gonna go in the studio and make a record that's not too much relatable to me, even though I could, But I like to make sure that it's relatable to the artist.
Well,
So
since we started talking about your brother, uh, we're gonna go ahead and play the song "Steal Your Heart" featuring
okay,
him.
all right.
Ooh, yeah, baby. talk to him. This one for the lovers. You gotta talk to him. Oh yeah, I never been a robber, but girl, I'm gonna steal your heart. I feel like I'm tied to you, and nothing can break us apart. See you one in a million, and I ain't letting you slip away. I never been a robber, but girl, I'm gonna steal your heart. Listen, baby girl, when I met you, I couldn't believe that it came true. I was looking for someone that could change my life. When I laid my eyes on you, girl, I knew you were the one for me. The one together for as I could see. Forever. I ain't never took a thing, but I gotta change your last name. And I promise you my love won't change. I never been a robber, hey, but girl, I'm gonna steal your heart. Girl, I'm gonna steal your heart. I feel like I'm tied to you, tied to you. Can't break us up.
That's a beautiful song. Just the first minute of it. Now was that song right there in reference to his relationship or just something that you kind of put together?
Well, that was something that I put together. You know, I make a lot of love music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like people like, oh, you're a Southern soul artist. No, I'm not a Southern soul artist. I'm a soul artist. Because you know, like I said, I've been in gospel. I've done R&B. Obviously, you have to be doing R&B to be on shows with like Tank and Genuine, those kind of people. But I've been with everybody in Southern soul as well. So I just say I'm a soul artist because my music is versatile. You know what I'm saying? So with that record, you know, being that I just got married, I think that was the first love song that I put out like after my wedding. And and I'm strategic about what I do with my record. So I felt like Tavares would be a great person to add to that song because, like I said, he's a married man as well, and he fall into that category, you know, as far as the record. So I you know, add him to the record, and it was a great fit. Yep.
Basically, because of the time that you grew up and the skills and the talent that you have, you try to create music that has longevity. It'll play now and it'll play later, which also are the type of people that you surrounded yourself by that was creating music when you were younger. Avant and a lot of other, Brian McKnight. So you are surrounded by the people that you learn from, and you meaning like you learned from those people as you were coming up, and now you're blessed to work with those people and also sharpen your skills by comparing what they have done and what you're learning. And when you do that and you're writing, was there any artist in particular that actually gave you any tools to help sharpen your writing skills, or did you ever reach out to anybody and like, hey, how, you know?
No, I never really reached out to anybody, but like, you know, my family, we used to listen to like Urban Mystic, Calvin Rick. Like in my hometown, in my family bumped like Urban Mystic, Calvin Richardson. Both of them was like real hot at that time.
Yeah.
So I used to watch these people, even Keith Sweat. Like I used to watch these people, like on, you know, on TV and stuff like that, doing their thing, because I know Urban Mystic been on Soul Train and a lot of them, you know. So I was a different type of kid. I played outside, but I didn't play outside that much. Like I knew I wanted to do music. So when I was seeing people like Genuine and Keith Sweat, I'm like, man, I want to do that. I'm gonna do that. You know, and you know, God made a way for me to be able to do it where I'm friends with these people now. You know, I'm friends with Calvin Richardson. I'm friends with Urban Mystic now. So when I talk to them, you know, we have these conversations, you know what I'm saying, about, you know, and even like now, you know, Urban Mystic, you know, like, man, write me something, produce me something, you know what I'm saying? But he's been out there doing this thing for a long time. So it's just a pleasure just to have those relationships with people. So, but as far as writing, I never really reached out. I got people that like I've listened to and like looked up to that I never met, like Babyface. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like Babyface is amazing songwriter, and so I just kind of watch their career. Sometimes I still go on YouTube just to look around and see what they're doing. You know what I'm saying, and staying updated with my music career through them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
How would you describe your personality as a person versus your personality as an artist and as a business person? You know,
Well,
yeah.
I feel I'm a real laid back guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm really too nice at times. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real, my wife always tell me that I'm too nice, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a real
Yeah.
laid back guy. But I really believe in good business though. I'm real big on it. Like I just want to do good business like all the way around. Like I'm always trying to make sure that I'm being, I'm doing the correct thing, the right thing to people that I'm working with. So, because I think that's important. I think that's the first thing past the talent. You know what I'm saying? Like just being a reliable person, being an honest person, being able to trust, you know what I'm saying? To trust you. And then the talent just go with it. So I mean, who not trying to be a part of working with someone that's gonna help them with their talent? And then I can trust you as well because the music business, it can be cutthroat sometimes. So yeah, just being a solid guy. But to answer your question, I feel like in my music, in my personal life, I'm the same person.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the same person. My music is laid back. I'm laid back. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lovable person. My music is lovable. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So what you get out of my music, that's who I am.
Have you ever had anyone that has been involved in your life personally expect you to give them favors in business?
Yeah. I mean, actually, like coming from a small town, um, I didn't have like music wise when I decided I wanted to do R&B. I didn't have nobody like in the streets that was doing music like to really like kind of grab me. Like I'm honestly, when I first started recording R&B, I was working with a small label in my hometown, and they wanted me, but it was like they had other artists that rappers and stuff like that that they had more interest in.
Mm-hmm.
So they kept pushing me to the back, kept pushing me to the back. Until it became a point where I was like, I'm gonna learn how to do this stuff myself. So I started investing into equipment and learning how to do it myself. Now these cats don't even make music no more. You see what I'm saying? But some of the people also that looked over me back in the day, you know, they want to get in the studio with you. They want you to write them a record or they want you to put them on a show. But I'm like, where nobody helped me. Nobody came after me and tried to give me a hand. So, but I'm still blessing people. I bless people, put people on shows with me that I knew didn't like me. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big.
Because yeah. I knew you weren't crazy about me, but I put you on, I'll give you an opportunity because I don't want to miss my blessings. But yeah, it's always gonna be somebody that come back around looking for a favor, want to put you on the show. They'll pay somebody else to come in town, but
One
want to
page.
shortchange you. Like I don't move like that. Like I stay at home if it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Now, is your response is it very simple? Like if someone expects you to do something because they know you or you know them and they don't want to pay you what your worth is your response simple or is it sometimes hard for you to kind of shut them down?
It's I'm glad you asked that because at first it used to be a situation where it used to be hard, you know what I'm saying? But now it's not like that anymore because like now I'm very straightforward with people. So if somebody reach out to me and say, "Hey, I want you to produce a record or I want you to write a song for me," I send them the price list of what it costs to get it done. That shuts down all the extra talking and it cuts it out. If somebody want to book me, I tell them what it is, you know what I'm saying? And if they, say they can't afford it or don't want to pay it, that's fine. We're not gonna go back and forth about it. I'm just gonna stay at home. You know what I'm saying?
And it works the same way on my end, when people, I mean, people have to understand, in this world that we're living in, everybody has a family to feed. Everybody has somebody to take care of. I don't care if it's your mama, your daddy, your sister, your cousin, or your own kids. So there's no such thing as free. There's no such thing. Money has to circulate. It's like a revolving thing. Like it has to go around. And if you think you're just gonna be the one that sit there and just eat,
right,
and eat and you don't, and you don't share the love with nobody else, then you need to go and be by yourself. You need to go and do your own thing, because the people I want to surround myself with is people that don't mind sharing information so we all can grow, or don't mind me paying for your service and you paying for mine. And that's what grown folks do. We know it costs to get anything in this world.
Right.
I don't care if it's a drink. I don't care if it's a coffee or whatever it is. It costs you something. But like you said, the thing that people have to respect is that you have your set rate. We don't have to go back and forth. There's no back and forth. So now let's talk about your songs. I wanted to emphasize on that, because artists is still doing shows for free just to get recognized.
Absolutely.
Artists are still doing shows for free just to be on the flyer, and promoters are looking for those type of artists because they don't want to pay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what that. Yeah, I mean, it's a game sometimes, but that's why I say if it ain't right, I stay home. Like, you gotta think about it. I've been in the music business my entire life. Like I said, I'm 39. I'll be 40 this year. I've been doing this music thing. I've been in gospel. I've been on stage with anybody you can think of. R&B. I've been on stage with anybody. Southern soul. So like, if it don't make sense, like, and then my price is not like through the roof either. So like, if we can't make it happen, then I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. So like, I don't allow people to play with me like that. You know what I'm saying? So if that's my thing.
But how do you take? Because I think it's disrespectful when you already give your bare minimum price, and then people try to cut you or even try not to pay you at all. It comes across disrespectful. Do you not take it as disrespectful?
Yeah, I do. That's why I cut it short.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I be like, hey, it's gonna cost me this to get me there. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh,
yeah.
no. Because see, the thing about it is, a lot of promoters, and I shout out to all of the promoters, but a lot of promoters would give, what you consider a big artist, whatever they ask for, and still don't draw. You know what I'm saying? They'll complain about that, but they'll keep, but they don't want to give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll say, oh, the people don't know you. Well, that's cool. Leave me at home. But obviously, you wanted me. You know what I'm saying? You called me. Obviously, you wanted me there. So, but like I said, if it don't make sense, then I'm cool. I'll stay in the studio and keep writing and keep producing.
A lot of times it's not that people don't know you. It's just that nobody has brought that artist to town. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the thing. And that's the thing about it. That's the thing about it. They ain't gonna never know you. If I'm gonna tell you something. I threw shows. I tell people this all the time. I threw shows for 7 years, and everybody that was on my show was people that they didn't know at first. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? You got to build that thing up. You know what I'm saying? I started bringing people in town that people never knew, and they enjoyed. They came on the strength of me. They were like, okay, well, JLake, he bringing such and such. I know they got to be good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I just kept bringing them, and next thing you know, we packing out shows on just club singers. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have to be a big name, and that's what I tell promoters sometimes. Like, sometimes you gotta build that artist up. Like, if you know that you want to bring an artist, if you like JLake and you want to bring JLake to your city in August, you want me to come. Well, you got a few months to push me in your area. You know what I'm saying?
So you do allow someone to post, because there's some artists that won't even allow someone to post a flyer with their name or their picture saying that they're coming on this day to even promote the show. coming up because they want to be paid right then and there. How do you think it's fair to work that out? If somebody that really don't have the money to do a show, but if they go ahead and promote it, maybe by then they can go ahead and have the money to pay you before you actually perform. What do you think the rules should be, or how things should be done with that?
I mean, I have worked with trustworthy promoters that didn't have it, you know what I'm saying, up front, but make sure I'm straight when I get there. You know what I'm saying? I've done that before. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of shiesty people out there, you know what I'm saying, that'll get you in town, 6, 7, 8 hours away and say, hey, I ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't rock like that. You see what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
it's been repeat promoters. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes every now and then, if it's a repeat, somebody I've been working with for years, they keep booking me over and over again. They be like, hey, I want to book you on such and such date. Okay, well, get me straight when I get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's some people you can trust like that, but I don't do that with everybody, especially if I haven't worked with you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then plus, like, it's just important to kind of lock that date in, because let's say you want me August 5th, and then we didn't do no business, but somebody else want me, and you decide you're gonna cancel your show when I could have been. You know what I'm saying? You decide you
Yeah.
want me in Mississippi, and you say, well, I ain't gonna have the show, but somebody in Virginia wanted me the same day, and I told them no because I was messing with you. You see what I'm saying? So
I
now you
get
done
it.
missed 2 shows. You ain't made no
Mhm.
money.
Right.
Or it
It is a
or it ain't
risk.
even about the money. It's just the opportunity for people to see who you are. You done missed
Well,
that
we're gonna go
opportunity as
ahead.
well.
We're gonna go ahead and check out the reason why people should pay you, should book you, and know what they're missing out on if they don't book you.
Facts.
Ooh-wee. Oh, yeah. That old school way. I wanna go back. Oh, yeah, babe. Let me talk to you. Listen, finding somebody who understands you. I'm talking about that thick and thin kind of love. Gonna be there when we going through my forever love. It seems like today only wanna do is party. Really wanna party. But ain't nothing wrong with settling down and loving somebody. Somebody. I just want that old school love. Oh, back in the day when love was unconditional. It was real different. Old school.
Now let's talk about that song, JLake. With you being recently married, how long were you guys in a relationship before you got married?
We was in a relationship 5 years.
Okay.
And
Now,
true enough, it don't take that long to, what I'm saying. It don't take that long, but I was just kind of laid back in it, but I knew that's where I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? So had to go and make it happen. I know a lot of people like it don't take 5 years. It don't take. Yeah, that's true. You know what I'm saying? But we I locked it down. We did it. You know what I'm saying? And we here now.
okay, looking back on the beginning of you guys starting your relationship and you being, did it take you some time to kind of find out, like, was she like before, like you say you been knew she was the one, but were you kind of like scared in the beginning, or?
Yeah, I mean, that's always been, yeah, that's really just only been the thing, just being, nervous about being a married man. Not that I was doing anything, because I wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just being nervous about being married, and, you know what I'm saying? And just a different life, you know what I'm saying? And just nervous, you know what I'm saying? Because I had told her, when I got engaged to her, I was like, I think that was the biggest thing. Like at my wedding, I wasn't nervous.
Mm-hmm.
But proposing, I was. You know what I'm
Ah.
saying? Yeah, I was a little nervous. So I was like, if I can get past that, I think I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So I did that, and I was straight. I was straight.
Were you always the type of guy that was serious about your relationships, but just scared of the locking in part forever for life?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I've always been, yeah, if I'm in a relationship, it's always a serious situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I always been serious in my relationships. But yeah, just like locking in a forever thing, yeah, it's just being a little nervous. That's it.
Now, did
Yep.
you fall easily for women that you dated, or did you kind of give them
Uh
their money?
well, you said I give my money?
I said, did you kind of give them a run for their money?
Oh, well, like I'm very like I think I've picked, like women well because like I'm a good guy, you know what I'm saying? I try to be a good guy, laid back guy. So I always try to make sure I pick somebody that was a good person as well, got a good heart, come from a good family and all that. Now, sometimes it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You think you got somebody good, but they really ain't good. So um but I think, that's the reason why, a part of the reason why it took me so long. Like, I knew my wife was a good woman. She came from a good home, good family and everything. But I don't think I gave her any, like a run for her money. You know what I'm saying? I was just enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? I knew she was a good woman.
Something to say about what you said though, because I still think that's like racism in the dating world. Because it's like, okay, so like me, like when I was dating, it was hard because I remember when I first met this guy back in the day, and he was like, I had just got out of my marriage, and I had my 3 kids. And so I have at the time I only had a GED, right? This is just me just being real with you 1 minute.
Okay.
And so the guy looked at me and he said, you're not my type because I'm used to dating women with an education and doing something with their life. But he didn't know what God had planned for me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I ended up, like I told you, I got my bachelor's and everything, and you see what I'm doing now and how life is working out for me. And then, back then, after so many years, I ended up on doing radio in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So it was like, now I get to rub it in your face.
Right.
I'm hard,
Yeah.
Yeah. But you miss your blessing. But I feel like men can miss out on a good woman. And I thank God everything happened the way it did, because I am so in love right now. I'm actually with the first guy I ever dated. So what I'm saying is that men can miss out on a good woman just by judging her by her kids. Not when I say by her kids, I'm saying like when you look at a woman that has kids, you got to look at, is she taking care of those kids? Is she, you got to break it down. You just can't say, oh, she got kids, or whatever. Or she ain't in school, or whatever. Is she trying to go to school? Is she pursuing something? Find out, it's deeper than that. So I just kind of, and when you said a woman with a good family, I was like, hold up, my antennas went up. Look. I actually grew up a foster kid, so I'm like, I didn't have that, but that didn't make me not a good person. But I get what you were saying.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. So that means it starts with you. You know what I'm saying? That it starts with you. So your kids are going to be able to say they came from a good family. You see what I'm saying? It's still a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody ain't raised the same, but I'm glad that whatever you went through in your life, that you didn't let that keep you from doing what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You the first part. Hey, matter of fact, Maya B told me first, then you. Thank you. But let's go ahead and check out your next song here, because I don't want to take up too much of your time. But man, you're a dope person. Let's see.
Appreciate you.
I used to hang out all night. One day I saw the light. I really don't wanna hang out no more. See, I met me a pretty lady, then I made her my baby. I never met a woman quite like this. this before. See, my friends think I'm crazy. They think I'm a doggone fool. But they ain't never had a woman like I got. No, wherever I go, you can go. Baby, I'll never tell you no. I'll be loving you right by my side. I just wanna be with you. 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 Every chance I get with you. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you.
Okay, so talking about I just want to be with you. I'm pretty sure this resonated more personally with you about, you know, the love of your life now. So was she in mind? Was all of that all in thought when you wrote this song?
Yeah, actually, yeah. All of the love records, you know what I'm saying, is, you know, being in a good relationship, it's inspiring, you know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying, to put records like that together. But, you know, like I said, you know, sometimes I can look at, you know, other people's relationships. You know, if I see a great relationship, or if I see somebody going through some stuff, you know, it inspires me to write about that as well. So, you know, I tell people a lot of my records about me, and some of them not. You know, me and you could be having a conversation. You could be telling me about something that's going on, and I could write about it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I just like to write from my experiences and others' experiences as well. Yep.
Let's check out your other song here. Somebody got a beat. Well, you know what? I want to play that one last because that one is dope. I love that one.
Okay.
Hey, baby. Seems like you a little down right now. But I just wanna let you know that I'll be right here if you need me, girl. Ooh, just let me know, baby. Uh-huh. I know you've been with that man for many, many years, but it just don't seem like it's going nowhere. Maybe time for you to switch gears. See, you don't wanna be alone, but what you doing if the thrill is gone? You might as well pull out and get you something nice, something like a real man to treat you right. See, baby, I ain't being a hater. I just wanna see a smile on your face. Life is too short just to be unhappy. Baby, let me change your life today. See, I know he ain't taking you out. He ain't spending quality time. Baby girl, just give me a minute and let me put something on your mind. He ain't stepping. He ain't stepping like you wanna be there. He ain't moving like you want. He ain't moving like you want. Baby, I'm trying to get on. I'm trying to get.
So basically, that song is just about a man ain't doing what he needs to do to get your attention, get the woman's attention. He ain't putting forth the effort that he needs to show the lady that he wants her. And here it is, somebody right here. She could be missing out on her blessing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
so yeah, man. Tell me a little bit more about, you know, what was going on with this song.
Yeah, you know, with that record, you know, like sometimes people like married or in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like a guy, sometimes when people feel like they got you, you know what I'm saying? They feel like they don't have to put forth the effort, you know what I'm saying, to go hard. Like that's what I was saying, you know, we was talking about being married, like some of the key things is continue to date, continue to spend time with each other, continue to have the conversations, healthy conversations and everything. And sometimes people get away from that, and that's when you start losing in the relationship. So in this particular song, it was like the guy, he's not showing his woman no attention anymore. Like he just, you know, he not taking her out, they not hanging out, he just doing whatever he doing. He not stepping, he not, you know what I'm saying, he not taking care of business in that relationship. So I wrote about that.
You
Yeah,
know what?
because a lot of women go through that. A lot of women go through that.
Yeah. You know what
Yeah.
just came to my mind? We got so many songs about so many things dealing with a relationship, but I don't think I've ever heard a song where they're talking about steps to actually like calm a situation down, like how to like come from a heated situation to baby,
Right.
let me, you know, it. You got
Right.
people talking about ways of calming them down in a sexual way, but
Right. Right.
how about in a way of how to savage? I mean, how to not savage the relationship and keep it
I
and
got
step,
you.
you know, like steps to just keep it
Right.
afloat.
Yeah, that's different.
It
That's
is.
different. I like that. I like that.
I just thought maybe I'd say that to you. Maybe you'll shoot some, you know, shoot a song like that. Maybe you'll write something, you
Yeah.
know, that'll
Yeah.
be
Yeah. That's different.
encouraging on how to keep
Right. Yeah. That's
your
different.
woman. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's dope.
So let's just talk about any events or projects you got going on. What's up with that?
Well, like I said, we got a lot of studio projects working on. I'm doing a couple of records on, some more records on. I'm sorry, Young Guy, Fat Daddy, different artists. We in the studio this week working on some stuff. I got some shows coming up. March 7th, I'll be in Killeen, Texas. It'll be myself and Maya B and a few other artists will be there. We got Young Guy's birthday bash Easter weekend coming up with a host of many artists. And
Mhm.
then I got a special event coming up. I haven't announced it yet, but it'll be in August for my birthday. I'm working on something for my birthday in August, and it's gonna be
You a
very.
Leo?
I'm a Virgo.
A
Late
Virgo.
August.
Okay.
Yeah, late August. Yeah, yeah. So it's a lot of great shows coming up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of productions. I'm getting ready to shoot some more videos and put some more music out. Just staying busy, you know, keeping this thing going. I'm looking forward to a great year of music.
Now we know you've been in front of the film Betray.
Hmm.
And you've done the soundtrack. Now, are you planning on doing some more acting?
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to do some more acting. Actually, the producer of Betray, we used to do music together, and we grew up in the same hometown. And I appreciate him definitely for putting me in his movie. And actually, the second film, Betray Thirst, I wasn't in the movie, but my music still was. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
but I plan on doing some acting in the near future. Yeah, I
Just so
want to
y'all
do a
know,
little.
that's a Tubi movie. So look
Right.
it up.
Yeah. Yep. So I want to do a little bit of everything. Anything they asking me to do, if it makes sense, I want to do it.
Now, having your first experience as an actor, you know, was it scary? Was it easy? How would you describe it?
No, it was cool because in the movie I was allowed to be myself. I was performing a couple of my original songs in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like being at a show, you know, just being normal, you know, just a regular. But it was great because a lot of people from all over the world, because you wouldn't like people really watch Tubi movies.
Oh yeah.
And people all over the world that I know in the music industry was hitting me up because they had noticed me in the movie. You know, they saw me in the movie. So it was great exposure. It was really great exposure. Yep.
Okay. Do you have like a nonprofit? Are you doing anything in your community?
Yeah, well, I don't have a nonprofit, but you know, we always, you know, sometimes every now and then, I normally give back like a show or two every year. You know,
Mm-hmm.
some, you know, if people having something, I normally give back. You know what I'm saying? Do something like that. But I do plan, since I'm married now, I got some help. You know what I'm saying? Like I do plan on doing some give backs, like maybe some school give backs or some t-shirt. You know, we my wife have a t-shirt company, so we may be doing some t-shirts and stuff for for the kids and schools and do a lot of things coming up.
You know, I'm glad to hear that because there's really a lot of people I want to like see if we can get together and actually do something outside of your city. You know, like
Right.
we was talking about Jackson and Jackson being high crime rate.
Hmm.
Just bringing the kids together. Maybe have a young Southern soul night or soul and R&B
Right.
night for the kids that's safe. You
Right.
know, something
Right.
like that. Keep that in
That'd be
mind.
great. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
yeah. But I just thought I'd put that out there because that's something that's really near and dear to my heart, but
Mhm.
I really want to do. But hey, hopefully somebody get to it because as long as somebody do it, I don't care. Um,
Right.
what is it that you want people to remember most about you?
Well, believe it or not, I just want people to remember I'm solid. But I think most people know that, that I've worked with, I'm just a solid person, and I just want to make good music. I want to make, like I said, relatable music. I want people to listen to my music and be like, that record helped me through my situation, whatever that situation is. And and I'm always trying to come from a good place. So I just want people to, keep that in mind and just support, just support the music. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep putting music out. You're gonna keep hearing my Soul Link around the way, and just stay tuned and see what we got coming up next. You know what I'm saying?
Now I just want to know who your favorite cousin.
Well, I grew up with I got a couple of favorite cousins. Yeah.
I was about to put you on the spot.
Yeah, I really ain't got no favorite cousin like that though.
Look, sometimes if it ain't the favorite cousin, who your favorite uncle? Who your favorite auntie?
Yeah. But in party, I did. I was talking about my Uncle Mike. That's my daddy baby brother. You know what I'm saying? Him, in party. He was always been a great dude. He the country guy. Fry fish on Friday. Kicking it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is how his crib was the kicking spot. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, yep.
Okay, last question, then we're gonna wrap it up with your last song. Somebody gotta be and the last question is, what's the most dangerous thing you ever done in your life?
Dangerous. Well, this is crazy, but like when I was younger and still doing R&B, I was traveling to this city. It's called Pulaski, Tennessee, and it was kind of known for, well, coming up, I used to hear it was a racist town. And I was young, but somebody booked me for an R&B show, and I went there, and I got there, and they had me staying. The promoter had me staying in motel. Yeah, I don't know how you knew, but that's what it was.
That's every scary movie.
Yeah, they had me staying in a motel, and like I got there early. You know what I'm saying, before the show. You know how you wind down and stuff. I got there early, and I stayed there for a minute, and I went and did the show. But some told me, like, get your stuff. Like, when you get through your show, get your stuff and just go home. And I was like really like 2 or 3 hours away from home. And it just so happened that the guys that threw the show was involved into some gang stuff, and a lot of stuff was going on. So as I was getting back to the motel to get my stuff and leave, I'm pulling out the parking lot. I'm seeing a lot of commotion coming into the parking lot. So obviously he had booked multiple rooms over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, man, and I was by myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was there by myself. So I was like, let me get up out of here. So I was like, that was a close one. Not saying it would have been bothering me, but who knows? You never know.
Yeah.
Y'all done paid me to come do this show. You might be coming to take it back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was kind of weird.
Now,
but I was young. I was young too, though. I was young.
But you don't remember exactly what age?
No, I was in my 20s. I used to travel. I used to travel and go to shows by myself and just winging it. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to grind.
As a man, because me and my fiance was talking about this the other night, what's the difference between a hotel and a motel?
A motel is you can open the door from outside and walk straight in. Hotel, you got to go in the building and go, you know what I'm saying, and go into a room. That's the difference.
Now we talking about the streets different. You want to give us the educated difference.
Well, I don't do motels no more. So I if you booking me, you try to give me a motel, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's right. Yeah, all right, well, here we go. We're gonna play Somebody Gotta Be, y'all. Yeah. He try to give us the educated version.
It gotta be the life of the party. Ain't no standing around. Let's get the party started. Somebody gotta be the life of the party. Ain't no standing around. Let's get the party started. I was at an old joint late one Friday night. There wasn't no man there. You can tell he was feeling right. That man hit the floor. He was up on every song. I was headed to the bar. He said, young man, let me get one. He kept on dancing, y'all, having a good old time. He was pulling all the ladies to the floor and they looking mighty fine. Some of the fellas were sitting back looking real strange. That old man said, brother.
Well, listen here, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all check out Somebody Gotta Be and all the other songs that we played tonight. And just so y'all know, if y'all want to follow him, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube at Lake Music. Is it JLake Music or Lake Music?
Oh, I am JLake.
Okay. And then Instagram is JLake Music or Soul Link Music, which is one L, y'all, but it's the same thing.
Right.
So it's one L is SOULINK Music. Yeah. Yep. And if y'all want to book, make sure y'all call 901-262-8286. Make sure y'all hit Tori up if you don't get nobody on that number. It's 662-722-1702. And the email, same thing, soullinkmusic@gmail.com. Listen, It was such an honor to interview you tonight. Are we missing anything? Is there anything we need to drop before we leave tonight?
Man, everything was good. Thank you so much for having me. I had a great time. I really appreciate everybody that tuned in. I saw some people tuning in. I appreciate
Omar is in here. Man,
okay.
Listen, y'all coming in, but I just want to tell Omar and you and so many others, everybody that I've interviewed this past year, y'all have been like the top of. Listen,
for sure.
I can't even express it. I'm honored. It's a blessing. I say God took all of us through whatever we had to get through to get to right now, and I'm honored. And I appreciate it. And people will be able to look at these interviews years later and say, "Hey, we did it." So thank you so much for being here. You have a good night and blessings to you and your family. Okay.
Okay. You too. Thank you so much. Right.
They call me pressure. I'm with that pressure. You people playing, but come get this pressure. Now y'all be looking at me, but you can't see me. You wanna cop my style? Girl, this ain't TVA. I got that pressure. I'm with that pressure. I got that pressure. 10 toes down. I'm with that business. Big CEO bound. I'm in the city. They call me pressure. I'm with that pressure. You people playing, but come get this pressure. Now y'all be looking at me, but you can't see me. You wanna cop my style? Girl, this ain't TVA. I got that pressure. I'm with that pressure. I got that pressure. 10 toes down. I'm with that business. Big CEO bound. I'm in the city.
Make sure you're tuning in on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time with Felicia's Madcap Podcast, where making a difference can apply pressure. Now interviewing artists, business owners, survivors, and highlighting our kids while providing updates on community issues. Follow me, DJ Pressure, on Felicia's Madcap Podcast on all your social media platforms.